Yo, what's up guys? It's Yellowfin, and it is time for Top Drive's Garage Update, episode 15. So, I got a pretty cool epic. Opened up a ceramic pack, and I pulled my second Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8, which is pretty cool. I've got two now. And I don't really want to fuse it away because it's a pretty good car. It's like not a bad car. It's one of the best Mitsubishis, and also one of the better high-end four-wheel drive performance tire cars. Now, if I go to four-wheel drive performance tires, medium, and then we go to Japan, because Japan's kind of got its own thing going. We've got maxed out Evo 10, and then two Evo 8s, and then stock Subaru Impreza WRX STI, two maxed out Imprezas, this one which I'm keeping, and this one which is fused. And then a bunch of other stuff down here. But then if you look at it, these two are both really good, so I don't really want to fuse one away. And then if you go to all cars as well, this is prize car, this is prize car, that one's tricky to max out. So there's only really three better options then. And then you got the Evo 8. So really, I'm probably going to keep the second one as well, because the Subarus I'm just going to keep anyway, and this Lancer I'm also going to keep anyway as well. But then looking at it, it's just going to be a great addition to the Mitsubishi collection. Plus, which will never happen, but if we do get a Mitsubishi final, which will never happen, and if it were an update with Mitsubishi, they'd probably run the other Mitsubishis instead. But I mean, I'd be set for a Mitsubishi final if there was Evo 10, two Evo 8s, and then two Evo 4s as well. I'd probably need another Evo 10 if I wanted to win, or the Evo 9. But, I'd still have a pretty solid hand, so maybe, if I had them both maxed out, and then the Evo 4 is maxed out as well. So, yeah, that's part one of, topic one. Another topic is the Subaru collection, what's going on with it. It's getting better, but that car is fuse material because I'm just waiting to get some of the better higher end Subarus first before I start collecting more of the lower end stuff, because I want to get more of these cars first and work on maxing out these, while then also working on my legendaries, so this one will be fused then, and then I'll collect some more of the lesser ones later. That's why also my wagon was also fused too. And then for the Laura Q Ultra Rares, I needed urgent fuse, so I had to fuse the Blitzen and the Tribeca. But otherwise, it's going along nicely. I did get this one, which I'm going to keep because that's actually not too bad of a Subaru. That one actually will be more useful in events for the specialization. Now, anything basically below this point then after this car, basically has a chance of being fused besides this Lavorde and maybe this Impreza just because it's an Impreza. But otherwise, this and up will be kept unless then it goes into epic territory, where then it'll be, I don't know, it would probably be this Forester, and then up would be keepers. And then also, not this one, this WRX as well, because that's kind of the WRX I'd like to have as like my first car, which won't happen. But it's a dream. It could happen maybe, but I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Subaru Playa Nesto as well I need, and then the Outback to complete commons and rares. And then for super rares, I need all these. So it's not very many, and then once I get all of those, then I'll start heavily maxing out all that stuff. Also, for my current wish list, first let's show this. The tag that I am going to be going all in on is, since you can see, I don't have too great for horror show. I just have that spiker. Oops, that would be amazing if that was what my silver screen hand was. But this is silver screen. It's not bad, but I mean, it's missing a tiny bit, and silver screen will probably come later. That'll probably come last, I'm assuming. It's not true though. But two-tone is where I'm going all in. As you can see, I'm maxing out my Impreza right now, and the only reason I'm going all in is because I got the DNX. These two cards are both great. I've got a couple of the good Ultras already, like this one and Sport Magan, and then two good off-roaders as well. And then I've got, and if you look at the carbon fiber pack now, if we go to non-prize cars and look at the carbon fiber, Bugatti, amazing Porsche 911 GT2 RS, pretty solid Peugeot Onyx. I think this is the one Bentley that actually does have MRA, and a 911 GT3 RS. And then I've got a legendary as well. And then when it comes to epics too, Bentayga Diesel and this Ford Mustang, I would love to have. Same goes for the Forester XT Turbo and a KTM Expo GT as well, I wouldn't mind. Then the other three also aren't that bad. And then I'd take a third Bluebird. I'd keep a third Bluebird, actually. The Bluebird's such a great car, I just need to start to get fused to max them out. And then the Servolt as well, I wouldn't really mind. It has no MRA, but it doesn't seem like too bad of a car. The Spiker is probably fused, and the Abarth would be fused, but unless they became necessary. So I'll probably actually open up packs for this collection series, which is also why I have every card super rare and below wishlisted. Because I want to get all these before two-tone happens, and I want to have them maxed. because I want to actually be able to have a chance at winning this legendary prize car, whichever one it is, which is why then this is the tag that I basically picked. This is the tag I think I have the best shot for, and the tag also with the best pack, because all legendaries I'd be happy with. I wouldn't even mind the Bentley either, because I need a legendary Bentley. I don't have one, and this one I'm pretty sure is one of the better ones. I think it has MRA in the 90s if I remember correctly. But don't take my word on it, though, because I'm not 100% sure. And the Bentayga Diesel and the Mustang are also great ones. All the epics aren't that bad. And then there's some ultra rares, too, that I'd really like as well, like this Corvette Grand Sport. This one's a useful one sometimes in events. Then we got this Subaru, which I wouldn't mind as well. And then another C2 would be amazing as well. So, and the Mulsanne Bentley Grand Convertible, I also wouldn't mind having, I guess. But yeah, so that's it for two-tone then. That's basically what my wish list is looking like. I do have some other stuff on the wish list. The 5 most wanted cars that aren't, I guess, a legendary to look out for: RS2 Avant, Cadillac CTS-V, AMG E55, WRX, and the Z28. In case I just get them out of ceramic packs, and I could be like, hey, look, it's on my wish list, so it actually has some sort of meaning then, because these are the cars that I want. I want the Impreza, because it's one of my dream cars, and it's also the baby driver Impreza. Z28 was my second Max Ultra on my second account. E55 is one of my dream cars, and I just really love this car in general. CTS-V used to be one of my dream cars. I still wouldn't mind having it. Same goes for the RS2. They're both basically in the same boat. Used to be my dream car, and wouldn't mind having it in game then. So yeah, that's basically that. Then all the wish list of stuff is either cars that I need to keep, or cars that are two-tone. So let me know if you want me to make an in-depth video on all the stuff that I have in my wish list, because I got a couple of interesting picks in here. Just leave a comment down below if you want to see that, because I'm not sure if people want to see that or not, because I don't know, I already did one wish list video, but I guess it's a different topic on wish list, so maybe people will want to see it. Impala Intensa Emozione 112 gained 4 handling off of 1 chassis fuse. I decided to go 112 instead of 121, just because that 4 handling, the 24104, will be better than 23101. And it's my next legendary max out project anyway, so it's going to be getting maxed out. I wasn't just doing 1 weight fuse just to make it better than everyone on the drags. I did a chassis fuse because I want to have a more impact right now. And also, it's now better than my Gumpert Apollo S, which is maxed out, which is pretty funny. And pretty crazy as well. And then, also, DNX and the Balboni are both stock still. My second Cayenne is 1-starred now because I had to use it, I had to use it in the recent SUV event. Another thing that's cool is my Roost CTR Yellowbird is also maxed out. Now I gotta figure out what the next max out project is, because I got a lot of interesting stuff. So let's go into locked epics, how about? And then we go over here. So, we got the Bluebirds, which I do want to upgrade for two-tone, so they're in contention. Murray is just kind of sitting here until it'll be useful in an event. I still haven't, it's a great car, but I have barely ever needed it in an event. I've had 38 races with it, 95% win ratio, and that's at stock. So it's kind of just sitting here for when it'll have its moment where it needs to be maxed out, because I'm not going to fuse it away because it's a great car. This WRX I'm keeping because it's probably one of the best lower Q Subaru Impreza WRXs, because it has that really great handling. G35 and the Acadia Denali were both like my first epics pretty much. 653 and 682. I do want to max out the Acadia at some point, or at least just max out the engine so it has ETB going for it. But I don't know, I have other stuff I want to work on. Mustang SVT Cobra R as well just needs to be maxed out at some point. Cayman could be finished. M2 Delimited I really want to work on, but I have better German cars too, so it's just kind of in this interesting spot. Same goes for the E63S and the M140i. I want to work on both of them, but I've just got better German epics to work on. X5 I'm keeping just for when I'll need it for an important event, where then I could max it out. But that's the thing with off-roaders, you never really need them like for some crazy reason. Besides, I guess, for clubs or the occasional off-road event. Volkswagen CC I've just had sitting around, same with the Diablo SV. All these cars sort of in this area are just good cars that are waiting for their opportunity to be maxed. I'd say these 7 right here. Right once I'll need them as like a key car in an event, they're going to get maxed out or fuses put it into them. Because they're all, ooh, I smacked the mic. They're all good cars. They just need their opportunity though. Like they haven't had an opportunity really yet. Like this M2 competition I've had forever, and it just hasn't had its opportunity yet, like in a final or something. It's a great car, maxed out at 3497 for RQ72, which is really good, but it just hasn't had its shot yet to perform. Then up here we got the Subaru kept. V12 Vantage I do want to max out at some point as well. I've had it for a while, lots of races, and it's just got an engine upgrade into it, which was for a prelim, so I could just have a higher speed on test bowl, which I'm not even sure. That didn't even make a difference, though. Got both these Porsche, which I want to max out, Sidewinder, M3 GTS I want to max out, 2 slick tire Porsche as well, and 2 Lotus 211 S-Charge. Also want to finish the Q60 Black S. So it's, as you can see, there's just and a bunch of stuff up here as well. Like, I've got a lot of projects, but I'm not sure which one to work on. I am leaning towards finishing my TTRS Plus Coupe, because I would like to have this finished for Audi events, but it's not like the best option, though. CT6 as well would be a great one to max out, but there's just a bunch of great options to choose from. Evora 400, the 211 S-Charged, that Pagani as well. So it's just kind of hard to decide. Maybe I'll do another Instagram poll, but I think one in high contention of being started working on is these Bluebirds because of two-tone. So I might start working on a Bluebird because that might be the best option. And then what else? Ultra rares that have been newly maxed out. We have got the roof. Where is it? The roof is, I went past it, right here. Roof's maxed out, 2 through 3. So pretty excited about that. German Renaissance and also a roof. So yeah, that's pretty useful then. And my Giulia Veloce has also been maxed out at 2 through 3 as well, which will help my Alfa Romeo hand a bit. I'm trying to work on my German Renaissance hand because that is more of the weaker end in my German garage. I have a lot of good epics, I just got to get it maxed out. So that maxed out roof CTR Yellowbird is definitely going to be very helpful. Also keeping the BMW X1-2 to be a good off-roader and just a good off-roader BMW in general, which I don't have. So that will be useful then. And that's why all of these epics too, I kind of want to max out, that like the M2 Delimited or the M2 Competition Delimited, because they're German Renaissance epics, which is where I don't have any legendaries in. All my legendaries are in different tags when it comes to Germany. Oops, that is Japan. They are European Revolution, or their OG legendaries from their from the beginning of the game. I don't have any German Renaissance German legendaries, which is why I want to work on them, my German epics that are German Renaissance. And that's probably all the interesting points to touch on. I'm not sure which oh right, yes, I did say which ultra rare I'm working on next, which is not this one. This one's maxed out. I just need to put the final upgrades into it. It is this one, the Impreza Gravel Express, because of two-tone. So that's going to conclude it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that cool stuff. I'm Elephant. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.